Dear students, today we will discuss about the thermodynamic variables. Last day we were discussing about the macroscopic properties. In macroscopic properties, we have already studied about the intensive and extensive properties. Now today we will discuss about the thermodynamic variables. This topic is very important of chemical equilibrium, which used in various thermodynamic process. So now we will discuss about the thermodynamic variables. Thermodynamic thermodynamic variables. Thermodynamic variables. Physical quantities which determine behavior of any system is known as a thermodynamic variables. Properties which determine behavior of any system is known as a thermodynamic variables, like pressure, temperature, volume, enthalpy, entropy, internal energy. These all are regarded as a thermodynamic variables. It means physical parameters, physical properties which determine behavior of any thermodynamic system is known as a thermodynamic variables. Means such type of thermodynamic variable determine nature of system, and on the basis of the nature of these variables, it is broadly divided into two parts. One is the state function and second one is the path variable. One is the state function or state variable and second one is the path function. So it is broadly divided into two parts. One is the state function, state function, state function, and second one is the path variables. Path variable. One is state function and second one is the path variable. Thermodynamic variable which determine state of any system is known as a state function. Thermodynamic variable which determine state of any system is known as a state function, like temperature, pressure, volume, enthalpy, entropy, internal energy, these all depend upon initial and final state of system. Value of these variable depend upon initial and final state of system. That's why these are regarded as a state function. Path variables are those types of variables which depend upon path of system only. These are those types of variables which depend upon path of system only, means कि from which path that system is proceed, and heat and work to physical quantities are path variables. Heat and heat work. Heat and work are path variables. In this way, thermodynamic variables are broadly divided into two parts. One is the state function and second one is the path variable. In state function, temperature, pressure, volume, enthalpy, entropy, internal energy are present, and in path variables, heat and work, these two physical quantities are present. These are a path variable. So this one is the thermodynamic variables, because these variables play an important role to explain thermodynamic process, like isothermal process, adiabatic process, isochoric process, isobaric process. So these variables play an important role to explain thermodynamic process. That's why these variables are very important. Now, dear students, today we will discuss about one more important variable, that is internal energy. Internal energy. We will discuss about the internal energy. Internal energy. Today we will discuss about internal energy. Internal energy. Internal energy. Internal energy, it is denoted with help of U. Change in internal energy is change in internal energy. Internal energy is denoted with help of delta U. Change in internal energy is denoted with help of delta U, and internal energy is denoted with help of U. So first we will discuss about internal energy, because it play an important role to explain behavior of any thermodynamic system. Internal energy of any system is equal to the sum of molecular kinetics and the potential energy. Internal energy of any system is equal to the sum of molecular kinetic and its potential energy. It is sum of kinetic of vibrational motion, rotational motion, and translational motion. In this way, internal energy is equal to sum of molecular kinetic plus potential energy. In this way, it is equal to the sum of kinetic of translational motion, rotational motion, and vibrational motion. In this way, value of internal energy depend upon nature of system. It is a state function, because value of internal energy depend upon the initial and final state of system. That's why it is a state function. Internal energy is a state function. It is a state function. It is state function. It is a state function. And second thing is, it is a extensive property. Extensive property. It is state function and extensive properties. Change of internal energy of any system is equal to change in internal energy is equal to the initial internal energy, final internal energy of system minus initial internal energy of system. Change in internal energy of any system is equal to the U2 minus U1. Delta U is equal to U2 minus U1. That means change in internal energy is internal final internal energy of system minus initial internal energy of system. In this way, delta U is equal to U2 minus U1. So it is a change in internal energy. If any system have a initial internal energy U1 and if Q amount of or Q quantity of heat is supplied with help of W work done, then final internal energy U2 will be equal to the U1 plus Q plus W. Final internal energy depend upon quantity of heat supplied to that system. In this way, U2 final internal energy is equal to U1 initial internal energy, Q supplied quantity of heat to that system, and W is work done to supply Q amount of heat. That's why U2 final internal energy is equal to U1 plus Q plus W. And in this way, U2 minus U1 is equal to Q plus W. Delta U change in internal energy is equal to Q plus W. So change in internal energy is equal to Q plus W. Q is the supplied amount of heat and W is the work done to provide Q amount of heat. In this way, it is very important. Thermodynamic variable which provide various information regarding any thermodynamic system. Now we will discuss about more important thing, that is a law of thermodynamics. And in law of thermodynamics we will discuss three important laws of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics, then second law of thermodynamics, and then we will discuss about third law of thermodynamics. But before going to study about these three laws of thermodynamics, first we will discuss about very important thing, very initial thing of law of thermodynamics, that is zeroth law of thermodynamics. Zeroth law of thermodynamics, it is very important thing. Zeroth law of thermodynamics. Zeroth law of thermodynamics. We will discuss about the zeroth law of thermodynamics. In law of thermodynamics, first we will discuss about the zeroth zeroth law of thermodynamics. Zeroth law of thermodynamics is quite different from three other laws of thermodynamics. Zeroth law of thermodynamics. According to this law, if two different systems are thermal equilibrium to third system, then they are thermal equilibrium to each other also. According to this law, if two separate systems are thermal equilibrium with third system, then they are also thermal equilibrium to each other. It is known as a zeroth law of thermodynamics. For example, if two separate systems B and C are taken, if B and C are taken, B and C, two separate systems. These are two separate systems. So A and B are two separate systems. A and B are two separate systems. If these systems are thermal equilibrium with third system C, A is thermal equilibrium with C, and B is also thermal equilibrium with C. A and B, in this way, if A and B both are thermal equilibrium with third system C, this one is the first, and here this one is the second, and this one is the third system. If A and B are thermal equilibrium with third system C, then they are also thermal equilibrium to each other. It is zeroth law of thermodynamics. It is very important law which help us to describe various type of thermodynamic process and other applications of thermodynamics. So this one is the zeroth law of thermodynamics. I am going to recall this law again. Dear students, you should always keep in mind, according to this law, if two separate systems are thermal equilibrium to another third system, then they are also thermal equilibrium to each other. It is zeroth law of thermodynamics. Here, three systems are taken, A and B. Both are separately thermal equilibrium with third system C, and in this way they are also present in thermal equilibrium to each other. So this one is the zeroth law of thermodynamics. Now we will discuss about the first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. Now we will discuss first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. First law, we will discuss about first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. I have already told to you there are three important laws of thermodynamics: first, second, and third law. In which first law have a very broad application. In chemical thermodynamics, it is widely used. According to first law of thermodynamics, energy neither created nor destroyed. According to this law, energy neither created nor destroyed, or we can say that total energy of universe is remain constant. Total energy of universe is remain constant. Or we can also say that energy neither created nor destroyed, means total energy of universe is remain constant. For example, means ki energy neither created nor destroyed, total energy of universe, total energy of universe remain constant. Total energy of universe remain constant. Let us consider about any system having initial and internal energy. Let us consider about any system having initial internal energy, initial IE, initial internal energy is equal to U1. And if Q amount of heat is supplied to that system and work done is equal to W. Supplied energy is equal to Q. Work done to supply this energy is equal to W. Then final internal energy, final IE internal energy is U2 is equal to U1 initial internal energy plus Q amount of supplied heat and W is the work done to supply this amount, Q amount of heat. Now in this way, first law of thermodynamics can mathematically explain U2 minus U1 is equal to Q plus W, and U2 minus U1 is equal to delta U. This one is the change in internal energy, Q plus W. This delta U is change in internal energy, I. So change in internal energy, delta U is equal to Q plus W. If work done on the system, then W is positive, and if work done by the system, then W is negative. So delta U is equal to Q plus minus W, work done by the system. If system automatically start work done, then if work done by the system, work done by the system, then W is negative and delta U change internal is equal to Q plus minus W. This one is the work done on the system, and this one is the work done by the system. This one is work done on the system, work done on the system, So in this way, it is mathematical expression for first law of thermodynamics. Now dear student, in next video we will discuss about the application of first law of thermodynamics and second law of thermodynamics also. Thank you dear students.